everyone. It's very happy to have the WD Youth Council members on board today. And today we are going into episode 9 of our democracy podcast, Youth Participation Beyond Voting. Vote lumuge ituravves kobato asuzuanunge dauraki me divahirajyage me democracy ga adi democracy ke kiki kankamuga tos gaumi kiki kankamuga. So, thank you for the Youth Council members for joining. And I heard the Youth Council is in very good progress. So maybe you can tell our audience also how the Youth Council is going on. Before we start, can each one of you give your introduction, please?
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Kausar, and I am currently. I'm also working on this youth council by Women and Democracy, and I have been an exclusive management member of Women and Democracy too. It's like great to work with WD team. We are getting so much opportunities, and we'll hopefully me youth council Kuriara Adhuham, I will just give all of my effort, and we have got a great team here. So that's about me, and I'm studying me political science. So from here, I'm hoping to get all of my experience. It's a great platform. Yes, that's all.
Thank you, Kausar.
Hi,
And I
hello
know
everyone.
Adhuham is here. So, Adhuham, please, to you.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Adhuham. Miwagu tumasak krumu midani Women in Democracy ke Youth Council la ekuga. Then irad krevi ya mubara positive ehame zuanun gayawa gahalega masakketta ke zuanun baavir koggem hinga gahalega council le binakuru masakke miwagu to puramu midani Women in Democracy ke gulige. And algon midaki zuanun asu Bihara was Boda political kankamuga ule then Mikale Varagin Tajiribata can begin Dana come Vima Mikamage Mikamu Shagurikam Ufetu Zuano Meduga. That's all.
Very good, and thank you once again for joining to both of you, and thank you for the work you're doing in the youth council. And I really look forward for the future activities, especially the launch event. So thank you for your efforts also. Okay, further maswalaki beyond voting, what does meaningful youth participation in a democracy look like? And zuanuna me safaya vis dimawar me bunani miten vote la me abado istimanda me hodani me ho asto. Miten ki kura buying he mi siyasi mi hunna ki vote la me faha duwe den ham hatin far hatar far gulane komme hafta ko gulane komme du ko gulane. Aslu, beyond voting, what can the youth do and how can we involve young people? That's my first question, and any one of you can just start.
Okay, for this I will start. Um, First of all, we had Arumenga Terega, Algorithm se baje Zuano as Zuano Gabul Kurang baje Argument Terega se Balekueka by Kantata. Misaleka a voter me vote la Kurmatli me Habunima vote la. It's a Minimalam wiki, We have to engage with them. Then beside Emi Hovuni, Emi Hofi, Diama. Then Emi Hung Kurani Kito, me. Then Emi Hung public parties consultations to Baver Wuma. Then Mika Mamaka Algorithm Economsaka public office to the Hoag and Tibe for at the Kumus. Algorithm Adivis Mihara was Boda, Fursa the Fahiko, then Algorithm Bihara for Boda hum fursa the Fahiko di Erung Algonmen Fenani Saka Madunama is Mihara Fene Zuanum Magamtaka Kurimat Lagan election to Wada Kurata. Eti Mihar Boda Fenani Adis argument Mikala Baver Fursa the Digging argument Mikam to Vanua Ingigen.
Okay, I would like to add some to it.
Yeah.
So we are talking about voting and young people, right? So I would like to say that Miharo decision making hasako like decision making where authorities need youth ge support. Ekam decision making process ka alugonu me zuano ge ever sate Mihara ko aso we don't have any right to say anything in the decision making, but then emihun nagana me authorities naga decision and naga for then zuano na reach out me koreveni gina fahara. So my point is that youth should not only be like consulted after decisions are made, but they should be included while like policies are being designed. So we could also add our point, we can raise our voice of what we want, because at the end of the day zuwanun then gaumu ke magamutakasha decision making process kuriyan ittagarane hama miyaduge zuwanun. So miharo enaga decision making ka zuwanun include kurumaki waram muhimmu kame.
Yeah. Vara rangalu aslu ti fahan kuri point ta mi aslu kifeta zuwanu miha mi political process ta ko terega mi disconnect mi vani kive mi un disconnect e vani elected mi hunna nuata ekkala bawru siyasi harakat hingar zuwanu ha bodaka ben men no edo ekankamugo ule kashen asu kive to zuwa kive asu zuwanu mi kankama mi disconnect mi vani.
I would like to say is because our opinions are not taken seriously. It's like for a formality. Okay, let's reach to youth. Hingashe zuwanunna me issue discuss kurang. Me have the authorities or the people who are making decisions. They are reaching to youth for like hingashe zuwanunna discuss kofa kame kurang. Ekamaku opinions nagafa at the end of the day. Emme opinion neves no fennani. Aso evs policy yakung in anything though. Algon menangeche no fene. Reda, I would like to say that politics nowadays has become highly polarized.
Yeah.
Like they can only hear from politicians during election period.
Mm.
So and so algonmenge everyday life adihasaka political kankamu involve vegengule zuwanunna me asso algonmenna algon korimge sama fahakolle point decision making feels very foreign and distant to us though ehem wema
Mm.
me limited opportunities hedi asso I think zuwanum boda we feel disconnected from formal political processes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Adam, would you like to add
And
something on that? Yeah.
yes, of course. Also, me got me one me was like algorithm Zuanung was Funna and like a by far. Anta algorithm at Belu Bakan come. Mikantata me got a highlight cobbes. Me and Edebigam by Jawab and Nulibi. Then me wago take a political leaders behove me and Arming me on a Zuanum on a trust to Gelly.
Mm.
Gelly and then became the comments come Kujikositang Mirani. Emme water kun come Hevani. Emme water kun king Hekurani. As gata mi zamanuskar build up wamun anna ejjege somu miyadu algomek divehi rajya mi fenna zuanu political daire wara boda fair jei fugondu mansar fere yes algomek bunam mi ulama hakeki.
Yeah. Vara asu vara rangalu ahake. Then me, I don't know, for WD, I have noticed, in the youth council, we are getting somewhat, good response, I think. Okay, we have like 20 or maybe 30 though. But I feel like, okay, sometimes when we all get also we're like, okay, only 10 people came. But I still think that's a very good number, because when I have participated in some of the political events from my other hats, I have noticed that it's very difficult to even bring two or three, So kive tasu zuano, maybe it's not in the questions, but kive zuano was a political kankamuge terega no okay, they can join any party they want, but why is it very difficult for us to involve them in these political conversations? But I have noticed those
For me,
activism level
yeah.
easy. Yeah.
Asu evagote kudailusuren asu argument nami asu omen argument member fan argument tarbiyat kuri goigo hiki none ekam argument namisa ka dakka fina narrative we go asu argument war por taboo ek gotu ka dive rajye gami ane political nuota siyasi kankama ki warabulu tebuwe gotuga minna dakkadifa asu ehem wegen algorithm kuda ko fahata mijeheni feyam mijeheni e asu maganu essabbu anissababu ki visaya kan algorithm nan algorithm by fahar bivagati ke work life kiyevuma mi huriya gina kamu by kodin bikamu derege ke eha muhimu kama kan nufennaati wegen civic education ne mi kiya itimma lekwaati wegen e kodin feyam mijeheni that's what I feel like what's happening in Maldives.
I would like to add,
Yeah.
so I, of course, I agree that young people, youth, varam madung, egota. Even I also go on behalf of WND, also varagin event taka dairoga. All I see is me as one ekala. Stand out with naneha yango konghore ekala event taka devone mado. So I have also faced it, but I don't think it's only young people who doesn't like young people don't want to participate. I don't think that is it, but I think there are some barriers from like different sides. Furatama kamaka, like the perception that young people lack experience. My point is aso alagando rangal platform libijaya inshallah. What I will do first is experience libeni experience hodang, you know, if we get a chance to have that experience, though we can get experience, right?
Yeah, that's a very good point actually.
Yeah, so also a perception na hai that okay, young people lacks experience, so like our ideas are not always taken seriously. Feedback deka vese avaraka noise nana. So එහෙම invite us to vara maduwana meetings and invite kureve leves youth, or maybe like our thing is like that because there is this perception that I'm talking about. Then also Gina institution still uses traditional way of engaging people, right?
Yeah.
So that is also youth tankola difficult, young people tankola difficult වන කන්නේක me participate කරන්දෝ මිසාලක me working hours formal language by certain events requires formal language and all, but then there are certain events we can do tankola chilko, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that is what I want to say about this.
Yeah, thank you. I also wanted to ask you, and sorry that it's not even in the questions, I think, but I wanted to ask you, what are the issues that the young people are facing today, mainly in Maldives? What do you, as Gen Z people, just like as the Gen Z crowd, please tell us, like, what are the issues that the young people? I think a lot of people don't understand what the Gen Z is facing. So it's very important kind of to discuss aslo kobato aslo Gen Z's miharo emme boda korimati ba masalta ki aslo. Guys?
I will add for this one trust. Inge
Yeah.
aharumenga aslu youthunge experience misaleka gaya kankamuga netima emihum misu be dentibe mihum misualu faddani mi zuanunna baane heyye effaharas algonumenna fursat deshe algonumen abadus edeni algonumenna fursat deshe algonumen dakkava dename ei algonumen mi edekam ki ehema mi so warabbodan algonumen trust nukurati vege mi anna බෑවරු එහින් කාලේ මස්සතක මේ නිකුමක මියන්න එහෙම අරුමන ෆුල්සත ඇච්චස් මේ නුලිබෙනි මිකාලෙක් සබෝ.
Very, very important, I think. Yeah, I think this is a very main issue that the Gen Zs are facing. And a lot of Gen Zs that I also met in the young people, mention මිහුන්ගේ අබදිස් කියනීයේ කොබාහ experience තිමන්න එකවිසාර තිමන භාවිසාර තිමන කොන් experience හේ හුන්න තිමන්න මිර කියවෑගෙන එහෙම තිමන්න ෆුර්සත දේශ trust කුරාශය ද trust ko fe fursat deshe. And I think what our youth council is trying to do is that we're trusting you guys in leading this. So I think that is very important. Kan then job application ne bala erus kome me job application ne bala me istiharo kofa inner me innani faster experience or thingar experience. So that becomes a barrier automatically for somebody who has attained a degree and trying to get a job. It becomes a very big barrier, I think, for them. So it's very important kind of to give those opportunities by trusting them, though aslo. 2 years, 3 years experience jafini wazifa no dubinim the mar unda guan though aslo. Zuan. And then I think the other issue that a lot of young people are sharing with me is me kiyawagging as then me hama they are thingar hama me gane me telenje ni wake wazifa en hoda. So that's also quite a huge issue, I think. Kausar, do you want to add something on this point?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So I think us Boda people are failing to recognize like our generation is also like we are incredibly creative. First of all, Hama, we have the resources, right? So we have the resources. We are adaptable and like willing to learn. And Safati Buniheng, there is like me ekala job bakang apply kuraroga me nani 3 years, 2 years of experience with bachelor's degree. Mind you, with bachelor degrees ए बजे है 3 2 years of experience होता, so it's very difficult for us to get a job even if we graduate from anywhere, let alone Maldives. Anywhere we graduate and come, then jehani misalaka uh, one is studying political science me bachelor's degree hadani asa mijeheni administrative masakkatta ngara assistant, again I want to add assistant administrative masakkatta ngara mijeheni. So
Yeah.
I think also these people have to hama be warang open minded about these kind of issues. I
Mm.
think it's the most like one of the biggest issue we are facing.
Hmm. Very, very true, Aslu. And talking about issues, them issues taka voice out Quran platform takikoba. Where are the platforms involved? Or what are the platforms or spaces that exist for youth like you to voice out for, or for youth like you to have events and where you can just exercise free speech?
Because there are, I think we have now me about fursatta boda ufede kannenge though we have more opportunities than many people realize. So misalaka local council gaves in some islands miharus rajya ke bayadara ke ba hori uh 20 21 years ge hama kodin late kurang some that I know of. And then of course me youth centers the youth hub ga hama youth unnang active kong uleve eba. So there are miharo platforms like student councils in schools also, and we have our own sorry, we have our own youth council at WND. So this organization ta kung amuko we are like we are getting those opportunities, volunteering opportunities libeni NGOs takum what are like there are so many actually. Yeah.
Adham?
Yes, we do have some sort of platforms or spaces exists for the youth. Ekamuku, most of the youths will be venting most of their thoughts, ideas, everything nowadays on social media. With vara bෑවහම මිසාලක එනොන්න accounts තකුණුවනියාම අමිල්ල account මිහෙක් හිත්තා මිහුන්න හුරිහා කහල්ල එච්ච without anyone judging, of course me do kollani social media. I can say we have a very good impact on social media platforms also for this youth as well.
Yeah, I think social media is the ultimate, the ultimatum rather, the Aslam Khan. That is
Yes,
where
yes.
or do you think more should be done to create these spaces? And how can we make these councils and MPs and these institutions to engage more with the young people?
Okay, the biggest thing is listening and not just talking.
Yeah.
I think that is young people we don't want to be told like what's happening and all. Let us be like a part of that conversation, right?
Yeah.
And then also councils if we talk about councils and all, me council taka institution taka they could organize like more youth forums, school visits. So hama school ke grade 8 9 10 no feshing they
Mm.
can learn though these
Mm.
school nimen vara libene like some idea of you know
Yeah.
doing this kind of, if they have interest to hama libena
Yes.
community dialogues. I think hama waram madun hai miharo councils and institution ta ko mikala kan youth forums ta bavanya. I think hama radasho muli like rajya ekkon emmen ekiga masakke kollevena hai youth about these like concerns we have.
Yeah, of course, of course.
And then also like if we are given of course experience onnane, uh, we believe that harming like superiors they have experience, we do believe that. So when we give ideas rather than ete ekkala ekkon ignore kollumoge badaluga me, why don't we receive good feedbacks on ekala mihar algondu men zuwanun de ideas tar nagalu kuruma feedback deshe do rather than a idea tan ekko wujudu nattalu mavvore. So
Mm.
yeah, that is important, I think.
Adham, what do you think? How can councils and MPs and institutions better engage the young people?
So දිවි රාජ්‍යක ගානු හෙදි ෆොමි ඔන්නකොත් වර බෑවර අස්වාහබෙන් ජුවහනුන්න පුරුසු දේගොල ෆියාම් වර ගින බෑවර ගොයිකොත බොලිසාක කවුන්සිල් නු රෆෙම්වරක වෙලස් කවුන්සිල් නු සක අතර ෆෙම්වරක බෙල්ලස් පාර්ලිමේන්ට් මෙම්බර් නුත් මජ්ලිස් මෙම්බරු නෙමි කියා මි එම්මෙ මිසාලක මි බාව අස්සු අඩ community gatherings or misaleka bemium bava eche regular ko misaleka damaku badiye jaha hai hamahun effaharo no the aharaku defaharo ene no misaleka monthly bavam viye zuwanunna hama hasse hama zuwanunna bakin hasse ko bavam viye erum we will also feel okay aharu members mihar community ge balagane aharu ge advice ahaye adi meethi tan aharu menna hisab transparent feedback tagem yannam berumani warabes defu fenna gotka mikamuge sayaka hunnana by for supportive one unium negative bus we would has for transportive kommi annam berumani then anekama ki visaleka arume hunnarta youth led ඒකාලගේ විසාලක හරක ඇත්ත මිකාලෙච්ස කවන්සිල් උනුත මජිස් MP මේ අලගොන් මිසක ස්පොන්සාය දීගෙන් අලගොන් මෙන්න මේ කොමස්ටහගේ ෆන්ඩ් දීගෙන හෙල්ප් දීගෙන් අලගොන් මෙන්න අලගොනු මෙන් ලබ්වා කමෙ කුරුවා කහලගේ ඉනිෂියේටිව් එක නගනි කොමස් මේ මෙස් වර බෑවරු ගින ගුණ කන්තත් එක වෙගෙද්දා
Yes, yes. Kine mi ane counselor unna raitu majlis member engage veta. Mi hati amilla daira balarus
ඒහා
engage. Like you can just give your honest opinion. Like
නුවේදුවන්නෙන් එහෙම මිසාලක එම බොඩුවරක බාවාලාන නැහැ ෆුටබෝල් මුබාරක් දැන්වන්නේ දෝ දැන් මිසාලක ඒඩු තම මිසාලක ඩෙමොක්‍රසි එක උන්නන්නේ බෑවර මිසාලක රජතුංග අඩු අනේ එහුමා රජතුංග අඩු ඉව්වම රජතුන් බාරවල කුරුම කුරන්ජේ බෑවර මසක්කත්තකින් බොහොරත කුරන් මතාම ලාසිමු ෆෝරි බෑවර එක හැබිස්කම ගන්න හෙන් කුරවේතන් හිතාමයක් දන්නවනික මොනේ අපන්නේ අස්ලු කුරේක
Asis gina hama like oma huriya zawan bisburani then homa fa timanna menna gulani homes footballers ane mi mubarate homes basketball mubarate baba medal le dem ek netru kamako timanna menna ka gulenu that. So actually I think the young people they want a productive conversation. I think that is very important kind. They really want a conversation where they can speak out and talk to them. As much as member miss කවුන්සිලරුම එබ කියාදෙන්ජේ එමිහුන්ගේ මගාම්තක හොවිගේම කොංකමෙත්තෝ කුරණි ජුවාන් ඔ කොංකමෙත්ත කොද්දෙන කොම්බිලිත්ත හුෂාලම් කොංකා මසල්තකත්තු හල්ලුත ගෙන්නම්බ දව කවුසර්.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Okay, which brings me to the next question. I think you guys have talked a little bit about it, but what role does the social media play in youth political engagement, both positive and negative side, Kialdiba, in your opinion?
So, positive kanka balaro ane. This encourages us to arabboda civic participation. So, misal kang hunna ta sida kuri macang arafa misal ka bago dakkan nukere bay kuri instrument ta. Then eko din nas misal ka ebo hore social media ka migo ta baha ka dakka misal ka nuche migo ta baba online session neng etchik ka bad with ego ta bis it will be very convenient. So ඒ වරබොඩ positive role එකක් වෙගෙන් දාන. Then me informations තකයිචිත වරබොඩ faseha libi accessibility වරබොඩ faseha fonnan. So just fingertip away the informations will be. We will be learning about the current events, government policies ගන්න බදල්තක අපිසායක කුරියෙන් වන්නම ඉන්තිහාබක බේගතුන්න මේක හදකන්තත්ත. ඉතින් අනෙක් පහකමක නලොඩුවන් පහකොල්ල බේරුවනි. නිගොත මිසාලක මේ social media ke role political engagement ga rangalu gotuga beru kureviji kamuga waninama alugonu menge leaderun nota misak hoifa mitbe verinna alugonu menna deetirega miwonna wara waruga the connection e build wegen dan ewanne gotu misaka alugonu men hama saka innan website en hadaf e website ko alugonu berum wa hiya den nota kame mashwara kurun beru alugonu e fonuwala ani fonuwalima e unna office hold kura leader ku e respond kolla misalaka kuda getarinne baba migotta kantata kurima vara vara connection ne build wegen miyannani astu me democracy guys be benu wache grassroot veshegen em mati mi haya hisaba bes algorithm vara the connection ku emmen gudi lame fe tibemba e astu me point aqui.
Yeah. Very
Yes.
yeah, Kausar, yeah.
I would like to focus. Adhuham has concluded all about the positive part of this. I would like to see the negative side of this social media and the digital world on democracy and election. First thing is about hama me warang amuko deke wahake me misinformation me dogu habaru feturuma fake news taka chedo.
Yeah.
I think the biggest concern is that hang for youth especially because we are always on our phones. We are more in social media than other people. Youth is really connected to each other and the world in social media, right? So alugonu menna emme furatama news takun habare vias comments alugonu menna mi furatama fenna platform kawani social media ke comments platform and then the point is mi misalaka national discussions ka election kala me I'm sorry my phone just
Yeah. It's okay.
can you give me a minute?
Yeah. Oh, Adham, you can jump in until Kausar comes back.
I'm okay now.
Of course then astu um අනෙක් නෙගටිව් රෝල් වරක් ගොඩ අල්ගොරිතම් මේ ෆෙනිෆය බොහොරි මිකන්ත මිගොත මිසාලක සියාසි ගොතු මිසාලක කිතම් මේ සෝෂල් මීඩියා අතර කුරියලගෙන් දියස් mental health issues service ඉසක කුජ්ජාගෙන උත zuanunge වරබ්බඩු අනේ බලිකශකම මිසක බගේනේ බයිෆාරු සක ඔන්ලයින් කවසර කුරින් විදුනි ගොත සක එකකාලේ harassments තකයි සව වරබ්බඩු mental asar nafsani ko tungi fika halega asar to ke kure me misaka fika halega heavy criticism no dia misaleka political emiheku social media ka kula campaign ek sababun emiheka misaka anonymous accounts tan hadagen bully kuruma ek faad ge echi kiuma hadagen waaga dekuma hagigata hilaf ek gahal kan tan ade then anek weki misaleka වරබොඩගේ බාදේ manipulation මීගතරයක විසාලක social media ආරමෙන් අස්තුකු නේගේන හම සතේක පසන්ටක කය කුරාවරක වර මදු account ෆියවා මී අස්තු account එක මියෝගුතු මි දුනියක කුරියර මොම් යන්න AI technology या මෙහුරි හච්චිකා ගොඩකින් එහෙම මිසායක වරබොඩ campaign is manipulate kurumuge barwas වරබොඩ social media through ko ගෙන්දන්ජම් negative ko naga fi kamu gawaninam wegen taane emanaka ti misayakam algonu විවාද කරන්නේ algonu mihadani ගායකරන එක සතේක වරක fake accounts eki nannamuk mihunna nehenge kotuka addafaden algonu mi beenu kurani e account algonu ge ichita promote kura then algonu waada kura mihage miti beni aslu original 25 වරක campaign team mihu මෙමිහු කිතම වරුදා කන්තත කුරියස් අලගොනු මි ෆීඩ් කුරනි අලගොනු ගේ account එක බෑවර එච්චීතක ෆීඩ් කුරි ඒච්ච දානි ට්‍රෙන්ඩ් වම් දැන් මීහුන්න වෙන්නානි එච්චීද ෆෙරන මඩබඩු ඒති වැග හිතෑගෙන් දැන් ඒති මිදනි ෆෙතුරි ගනගේ එයස්තු මේ බුණා එච්ච කියලා
Yes, I'm sorry for that, but let me continue because I want to add some more.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
Okay, so about this misinformation and all, Hama, thank you, Adham, for adding to it. But I would like to add that misleading information taka adogu abaruta iba ma avaha feture rather than verified informations. I
Hmm.
think that is the main issue here. That this misleading information can spread much faster than this verified information. So people ඒ හිසාබුන් මේ රයිතුන්න ජුවානොන්න වෝට ලාන්තිබේ මිහුණ මිසාලක in case of election ga hama gina fahara ehen kan kavani so vote la ta mi lantibe zuanna me haru decisions ta emihunna minegeni on this like inaccurate information. So that is one thing. And adivaran important for youth is this cancel culture kiyani. That is මිසාලකන් මේ අලුගුණුමෙන් වර තායිදු කුරානුනි වර බලාගන්න මීහෙ maybe they can also spread like misinformation nuniyamo
Hmm.
asu mi tedu num wahake faturani e hisabu miha ka behegotum mi faturani e hisabu muli youth ebade mi this to this cancel culture I'm talking about. That is like, you know, alugunamen ekame gabulu kurias miha ko hembune alugunamen den bone misalaka e raddu afara dog habar mi fat habura mi radduwa farata alugon menge by kemi hai ko cancel kollang out of the community emmen
Hmm.
eketi kanda kagwen.
Target koffada
Yes,
wahage.
target hama emmen eki again. That is what we call is we are canceling that person. So
Hmm.
that is like what a negative impacting of social media if like it is misused though
Yeah.
mihaka target koggen mihengen golom. So
Hmm.
aslo overall ko bunanyamo social media yaki agigatuka whose negative impact there no noniam whose solution there no rather we can use it as a tool, I think, because responsibility ya ko use coffee ya hama democracy of this mole gam of this fada wani gota we can use and we can implement this social media, right?
Yeah.
hama me participation na echi hama warugada ko dialogue create kogen alugona menna me social media ge beno hegotu ga vesifen ekam hama egotha at the same time if we use it carelessly we can hama spread misinformation about people and we can increase
Assassinate
the
their
division.
characters.
Ya me hun hama baba kollane social media, so we should use it hama
Yeah,
vara
we've seen like the youth movements, very good youth movements also achieved, and it picked up very well. I think the movements me peak at that, then social media ing so bodang a movement ge wa tibunan cancel kollando aslo. O ege.
එකකෝ එච්චකේ බුණානි
Hmm.
influence එකකෝ එච්චකේ බුණානි amillaka gabulu koffa huriyatives we cancel it and then
Yeah.
we start targeting the actual victim. That
Yeah.
happened that have happened hama vara
Yeah.
recent kovves
Yeah. Very
right.
true. Very true. So very interesting perspective. Thank you, Kausar, for adding that.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So, which brings me to the last question of our podcast on youth. What advice do you want to give young Maldivians who want to influence change? And this is just more of everyone, and also for those young people who are not even interested in politics. But obviously, politics is a part of all of our lives. Even though we are not as active, we still have to vote. Though, so Koba, so yeah, Zuan on a Dembeno advice. You can maybe give in your Gen Z language codes also. Maybe I will not understand. But what advice do you want to give for young Maldivians? Koba, so any one of you can just start and finish.
So, democratic participation includes many forms of civic education engagements beyond party membership. We do not have to be in a party actually. I mean, democracy, dunia civic political party का बदले के कुन्नु हमें करने मिसाल का मैं दे राज्य का दुनिया दुनिया को मैं एक ही कहा देगा changes से गने वेने की party और नुआ देवस मिसाल का और मैं हिंगा पसंद मारो मैं community community ka misal ka kurani dimawa masale sale ka kuni men rashu ka kuni manage kura goi migota behe go tu sa malgol me komme nu jehe party ka banna ka malgol me council aswale kuran ka mugawani ka wani no am malgol men na kam riitu ko malgol me e onna usulu ko dashu ko suwal kure ve egota misal ka den itura bale nya misal ka den kuni masale algol men misal ka en algol men suwal ko azwana ki misal ka environment profession කියවෑගෙන් හොරි කුච්ච එමෙජා මේ කුච්ච විසයක කවුන්සිල් එක එබත් මසක කුඩ වෙනි යොක්ක හම ඒ කීනෙත්තෝ රංගල කොතු ගුණි මෙනෙත් කන් මිහරයුන් එන්ගේජ් වෙවනි එක කවුන්සිල්ලා එකයක කොතම then අනෙක්කමකි we have to use our voice very responsibly අලගොම්මෙන් බුණා කොම්මෙ එච්චකි වරක් විස්නම් තෙරිකමායකෝ එහාම මිසක මේ නිකුමෙන් outcome එක බෙහෙගොතු දාන ගොත ගාවෙන් ගොතු මස් අලම බාර බඩ විස්නාෆ නෝනිය මර බස් එච්චේ මේ බුණා කරනවා බයි පහරුග එයන්න මිසාලික කන්තත්තක තෙරේ ගොලේ අන්න ජස්බාතෙක් සෝබු මිසාලික ඒ බුණවේ බුණු ඒ බයින් එච්චේ ජේ නලම control කොල්ලා බයි පරනවා give a big smile and now we got then අනකම කිව්වා me focus always on solution ama abaduwas misaleka suwalu kurashe em ama komme kamaka behotu misaleka kan gosto danyam kame gosto danyam suwalu kurashe ekama behotu suwalu kurashe ekama kam samanu je ko me party kami buna kuri mi buni em bannaka ama suwalu school suwalu ko falgo men focus kuram ek misaleka magumacche komme maguga fen hedenyamun algo me suwalu ka ki begento rangalno kurave esa bunimmanam wiki nune koba hayye meko solution එක solution na iso base one then deven then algorithm jehne mikan kappe wara consistent ko mikan kampana then just one short message I just want to give for the youth you do not have to hold political office or belong to a political party to make a difference every community benefit when young people contribute their ideas skills energy through constructive dialogue volunteerism and active citizenship thank you very much
Kausar?
Yes, so my advice to young people, Gen Z, and our future is first of all, for the young people who are active miharuga in democracy, in politics. So, we are like as youth, we are often called the future, right? But I don't think we are just the future. We are already a part of present. So, අලුගොනම මේ ඩිස්කස් කුරා කොම්ම කොන්වර්සේෂන් like misal අලුගොනම මේ ලීඩ් කොග්ගෙන් කුරා කොම්ම කමෙව්වස් අලුගොනම මේ කුරණී හම ඩිමොක් ඉන්න වේ ඒ අද කිතෙම්ම කුඩා ඉන්ෆ්ලුවෙන්ස් කොරියස් ඉන්න වේ ඩෙමොක්‍රසි මේ ස්ට්‍රෙන්ත් කුරංකම් බාරුවෙරු කුරුවංකම් අලුගොනම ඒ බජේ ගබූල් අලුගොන අමිල්ලා නෆ්සන් ඒ බජේ ඒති ගබූල් කුරං and also hama I would also give a message to young people, to every young person who is listening, that don't underestimate your influence. It can be small, it can be very impactful, but don't underestimate it. Because democracy ki hama ekane me ekala parliament noniyamo election naku me nimmalewe term and non democracy ki but it is shaped like me hama huriha rayitun involve koggen it is shaped every day like by informed citizens who choose to listen participate and care about their communities so as youth or as a Gen Z we have that opportunity to shape not just tomorrow but today too and also hama include kollam vara benumwe that me this the future of democracy is not built by one generation alone. Hamaikani youth in no the me democracy is the future of the country built Kurane kiye. But it will be built when experienced leaders and young people work together. So both the parties have to have that willingness to work together and learn from each other and put the countries and the citizen interest first. So yeah, that's all. Just put your voice out there, like everyone.
Thank you
you.
so much, Kausar and Adhuham. You both gave some very lovely messages. And I think the final part from both of you was very nice. I think it really motivated me, so I'm hoping that it really would really motivate the Gen Zs also. And in just closing, adi kudo kyaldi fun and how can they join the youth council and all?
So yes, so WND Youth Council me hama women and democracy ke dashung inna me chapter. It's like a chapter under women and democracy. Me hama page goslafa me alugun usually through DMs also there is a form to fill too. So hama we have is gina zuanu alukodumenge youth council ka participate vegen alugon benwane hama meeti kuriyadda where you can put your voice out. Then youth council ka minagani komme rashakun nuata region nakun at all. Then it depends. Me alugon men nagani one representatives. Me komme rashakun minagani representative to raise their voice up. So Maldives sama komme hisaba komme rashaku hottas. This is your opportunity. This is a platform where like Safa WND team is giving us youth to actually raise our voice. So like feel free if you have the interest, if you have the willingness to raise your voice, just join the WND Youth Council. It's a great opportunity.
All right. So thank you
Then I
both.
would like to say,
Yes,
Inge,
Adham. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Adham. Yeah. Yeah.
Me not only for this council, me come me baver like voice तक raise पूरा करनो baver कंत तक government leadership skills the misal का me how the governing bodies work and these things so many. This is a great learning opportunity too. This council will be a very good learning opportunity. So that will be inshallah going to be changing a lot of things and will be a great impact for the youth.
Right. Great.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, guys. So, I hope that the young people who will be listening to this podcast, who are listening to this podcast, will gain some very important insights from you. And thank you to all of our audience. And thank you to both of you once again. And good luck with the WD Youth Council works. I really look forward to working with you all. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.